Hello everyone. Many years ago I went to a series and I saw the Philips Compact Disc Interactive, and thoroughly speaking so, it was a pretty interesting surprise because it had games such as Zelda 1 of Gamelon, Links of Foe, and Foes of Link, sorry, and Mario Hotel. And you can already see the Philips Interactive Media BIOS demonstration here is working way better than before. I mean, I did what I could to supercharge this, but these games like Mario Hotel and Zelda 1 of Gamelon are not really canon. It's almost like taking Highlander 1 with a great, invariably awesome Christopher Lambert, who's also Raiden in the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one, of course. And then, of course, we had the amazing Clancy Brown, who's great. He's in a more recent movie called Mortuary Tales. I loved him in so many things that he's been in over the years, but he was so awesome when I first saw him in the original Highlander. And it's going to be great seeing him as a villain in the next upcoming season of Dexter. But look at the Saturday morning cartoon style stuff here. Minus, of course, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. But Club Koopa Resort. Let's see what's the story here.
Pesky plumbers. The Koopalins and I have...
Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalins and I have taken the Mushroom Kingdom captive. What are we going to do about it? Oh, we're going to just take on the Mario Hotel, so to speak here. Okay, and when I last demonstrated this game, it had awful, abysmal music, and it was so slow, and I think it took maybe 45 seconds from the start of the game before I could actually jump with the button. It was so slow motion mode activate, like doing Prince of Persia in slow motion there. Let's see here, we got like 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have motion controls here. And yeah, we're running better than before. I like the fact that I don't even have to go to the second level there to get the coins. I could jump a coin on the second stage without even taking the elevator. That's kind of a nice little loophole there. But let's take one of these elevators there. And speaking of which, with the supercharged update, elevator action returns. It's also working fantastic, better than ever before. With, of course, the MAME 2003 stream. It's also working pretty nice with the Saturn core if you want to play that version. But Mario Hotel for the win, for better or worse there. And we can jump on the Goombas as well. Look, I can get hit. There we go. That's a little bit of a loophole there. It works as a double-edged sword where I can collect the coins on the stage. I mean, maybe they should have made the height of the ceiling a little bit higher. It's like, if you're playing like a game like Kung Fu and you jumped and you were all automatically at the second stage getting hit by snakes or whatever, the bumblebees up there, the wasp, hornet nest, and all that. You get the idea. It's just almost an oversight, so to speak, where you can actually jump up and get hit on the second level here. Just check this out again here. Jump, I get the coin, but if I jump up there, I can get hit by the enemies too. I wonder if there's like a little exploit where I can like jump and stay up there. I mean, maybe bounce off an enemy like in Mario 2, and or do the like duck jump. Okay, but in any case, we're gonna go through my playlist there and do another game. We're gonna do Zelda 1 of Gamelon here. And this is a very tricky thing to get going. I mean, because you cannot just directly load the games. You actually have to load dummy files. Okay, then, let's take on the invariably cool as hell Zelda 1 of Gamelon. I've spent a few hours in the past playing this. It's a pretty fun game, considering, and it feels like I'm right back in the Saturday morning cartoon phase, watching like stuff like Shirt Tales, Rubik's Cube, Turbo Teen. I mean, when I first got into collecting on my computer many years ago, like 20 or so years ago, one of the first things I did was work out an online trade with somebody who had an amazing big-ass box collection of Saturday morning cartoons. I just had to have them, and I still have them all. I mean, I've been big in them, and I even have like stuff like Gilligan's Planet, the cartoon series, which actually is kind of cool considering. But let's look at this animation here, and it feels like I'm right back. I mean, just watching Saturday morning cartoons. Them were the days.
I'm going to Gamelon to aid him.
But Father, what if something happens to you?
I'll take the Triforce of Courage to protect me. You don't hear from me in a month. Send Link.
Impa?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun going through all those. I mean, they really did their work on the game. They tried, but the limitations of the hardware and probably time constraints made it more difficult than it needed to be. But let's see how this runs now. We're definitely running faster than we did in the past. Oh, look at it. It actually feels like I'm running for once here. It has like Karate Kid for NES style controls, which was actually made by Atlas. Great company. They also made the Friday the 13th game. And even though Friday the 13th has had like some bad reviews over the years, it is actually a genius game with a nice algorithm where every time you push a reset on your system, it is never the same game twice. It is always a different game. You can beat it like in 11 minutes one time, 2 hours the next. Okay? And we're going to be playing some ET here as well. Oh yeah. Definitely more control than I ever had before. We got to get a key to open the door here, and we're going to be playing a little bit of ET here. Getting down this chasm and getting right out of it is a pretty tricky process. Let's see how this goes here. We got to worry about this bat. Okay, so far so good. Now we got to take on the rhino down there. Okay. Just stay in one place. And if you ever have like stutter with the sound like that, it's because of the imperfections of timing due to the game running slower than it really needs to. Oh, we got this! Oh yeah, we got that. It's like taking on Dark Link in Zelda Adventures of Link. No, not the bat. And I gotta actually collect the key here. You gotta push the right button to collect the key. It's been a while since I last played this. There we go, just gotta do the attack button to collect the key. I was pushing the button to go into the menu instead. And here's where it gets tricky. You gotta actually know which platforms you can jump on safely, and you gotta worry about these bats. Imagine if you were playing the original ET, and you had bats flying at you. That'd be so crazy. So I can jump on this platform here, then I gotta worry about more bats. And then I gotta jump this way, this way, this way, this way. Get out of there. Yeah, right before the bat hit me. And then we're gonna go use the key and get to the next stage. Okay, but so far so good. Oh yeah, let's get the hell out of here. We can go into this hut here and use the key. You can actually hear the music now, which is pretty damn cool. But we'll get into the next stage real quick. Okay, we need the key to get through there. So yes, you gotta do the ET style stage to do the key. Okay, go into this little Triforce here to the next stage. We got this. Do I have to talk to her or can I just do it? There we go. Just hit it with my sword button. So remember the sword button to collect keys and get out of the stages. Now we're going to go to the next stage and see what that's all about. We're going to Takogi Tower here. And there are 3 Zelda games, and they're all pretty interesting to play, to say the least. And I'm going to have to do a tutorial to write up on how to do these. I was going to kick out of this stage. Feels like less than unlikely for Super Nintendo, in my opinion, here. Like I said, I'm doing what I can here, and it really does feel like another world out of this world, aka Lester the Unlikely. I mean, all those games that used to be like Dragon's Lair inspired 2D side-scrollers here, and it's kind of like that because you can literally die in like one hit if you do things wrong here. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to show you something real quick here. I'm going to show you how I typically have to load these if you do want to try. You have to actually have the BIOS, and I'm going to go to Low Content, Media, Dummy. And if I go to my MES folder, and many years ago they actually used to have MES and MAME as separate entities, but now they're actually merged into one singular MAME. But we have our CDI Mono 1. You got to have the folder this exact name here. And then I have my game files in here, and I do include this in a release. You need to have the CDI Mono zip. You have to have, should we say, CDI Mono 1 zip. That are the set of BIOS. You have to have that in the CDI Mono 1 folder. And then you'd have to have these dummy files, which I include in my release, and the extras on my Google Drive. These are like these little trigger files, kind of like shortcuts on your desktop. So for like Wand of Gamelon, I would load this one like right here, and then it would actually point to this game right here. It's kind of like a shortcut point to it. Again, I'm going to do a write-up and a tutorial on this, but hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be more to come.